How are you doing?
Good.
Yeah. I want to put on the diffuser, so let me know what smell you like best. I'm just going to bring over a couple of different scents, okay? First one is All the Feels by Sage. What do you think?
It's a bit licoricey.
This one's called Tree Scents. What do you think?
It's nice.
Exhale. Which one do you like the best so far?
I think the last one.
Okay. So it's a liquid sunshine. What do you think?
It's nice, but the third one.
Third one's your favorite so far?
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least, Spa Spirit. This is a fairly new one that I bought. What do you think?
I think I like that one the best.
This one?
Yeah. Mm.
Perfect. This is actually my favorite essential oil blend. I'm just going to add a little bit of water. And a few drops of Spa Spirit. There we go. Put it back in here. And we'll let the diffuser run in the background. Just like that. Okay. Grab some of this. And this. It's coming right behind you. So the diffuser is going to go intermittently in the background. Would you like some Peppermint Halo to start?
Yes, please.
Okay. How's your head feeling today?
I have a light headache.
Yeah.
Manageable, but still annoying.
Is it the pressure again in the middle?
That's there all the time.
Yeah. can put a little bit on your neck as well. Just on the sides and down the trap. So in today's massage, we're mostly just going to do head, neck, and shoulder. And I've chosen specific acupressure points to help with anxiety and stress relief, as well as just overall emotional well-being. So, I'm going to start by just gently brushing the hair. Bring all your hair out from the bottom. There you go. And I invite you to just relax as much as you can. Focus on the sound of the diffuser, the sound of my voice from ear to ear, and perhaps if you want, even the sounds of the cars outside. They'll be there. And we just let them be. And the sensation of my fingers just running through your hair, just gently like this. Okay. I'm going to do a bit of a scalp check. Hope you don't mind. As you know, I always do these before I start a scalp massage, so that we can ensure that there's no contraindications. Have you noticed any changes to your scalp? Okay. That's good. I invite you to breathe with me, and just starting with a deep inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just hold and exhale. 2, 3, 4. Good. Inhale. And exhale. You can just breathe on your own now. Allowing yourself to grow heavier and ground yourself onto the table. Imagining that every part of your body is relaxing. From the top of your head, where my needles are, knitting needles, all the way down to your toes. Okay, just gonna check over here. Okay. I want you to just turn your head just like this. So far I don't see any redness or dry spots. There's a few flakes, but nothing to be concerned about. I don't see any signs of eczema or seborrheic dermatitis, which is good. We don't want that. I actually have a little eczema on my ring finger here on my right hand, and it can get really itchy. But, otherwise, it's not too bad. Definitely don't want that for you. I'm also looking for any signs of hair thinning. Just an overall scalp wellness and hair checkup. Okay. Let's turn your head over here. Good. And again, any signs of irritation, dermatitis, dryness, oiliness. Any nits or lice or patches of hair loss, which I don't see. Again, just a few flakes here and there, that's it. Your hair does seem a lot softer than before, though. Have you been doing something different with your hair?
I bought a new shampoo.
Tell me about your shampoo.
I got it from like a health store. natural ingredients, so I guess that helps.
Free from any like harsh detergents and stuff. That's very good. Definitely notice a difference for sure. Very good job. Can turn this hair back like this. And just gonna adjust this. Okay. Now we're going to start the massage. Actually, I learned this trick from one of Adia's videos that she released recently, where she did Reiki on her aunt. I really like the sounds of the crystals. So today I chose 2 types of crystals for you. One of them is turquoise, which is good for grounding and calming the spirit and reducing any anxiety as well as depression. So it's really good for overall calming the spirit and mind. And then clear quartz will simply amplify and magnify the energy of the turquoise. And I'm also wearing some turquoise as well as a bracelet. So I'm going to place these on you. Just along your sternum. So I know you've been feeling anxiety lately, right? And it happens in your chest and your abdomen. So maybe I'll put some on your abdomen as well. Or where are you feeling it the most lately?
Like right here.
Okay, so I'll actually put these on your abdomen then. There we go. So I can just help to calm any anxious, nervous energy in your belly and just ground you. Okay. Just gonna grab some massage oil. This way. Okay. And just I want you to just put all your weight down. Let your gravity allow you to fall onto the table. And when my hands are under your traps like this, just fall into my hands. Good. just going to massage your pectoral muscles. Working out any tension from your workday. Of course, we have our pec major and our pec minor muscles. Which can both get really tense when we're hunched over. And then another effleurage. A little bit of traction at the end, just like that. Very good. Next, I'm just going to squeeze your trapezius, upper trapezius. Make sure you take deep breaths during this part because it might be a little bit painful, especially when you've been at a desk, working a job, any kind of job, and you're shrugging your shoulders. And it's really important to work on massaging these muscles. So I'm just going to knead them. Using my fingers. And so this motion will breathe in, and when I come up like this, we'll breathe out, okay? So 3, 2, 1, breathe in, and breathe out. Good. Breathe in, and breathe out. Do it 2 more times. Breathe in and breathe out. Nice long exhale. Balance your yin and yang energies. Very good. Okay. And turn your neck. Balance it right on my hand, just like that. And just working on the trapezius up here, just by the cervical vertebrae. Just a little bit of finger kneading, nothing fancy. I'm also going to work down your sternocleidomastoid muscle, and I'm being very gentle here. And it attaches at the mastoid process, as you can see here, all the way down, and it has 2 heads. One goes to the sternum, and one goes to the clavicle. So I'm massaging both of those. And these These muscles can get really tight as we're holding up the head all day. Perhaps our head is too forward. So we just work on relaxing them. Relax. Very good. And notice that when I'm massaging them, I'm going down towards the heart. So we're promoting venous circulation back to the heart. It's very important. Good. And then I'm just going to use my knuckles and work down the upper traps, down all the way to the rotator cuff joint. Very good. And when you're massaging this area, you'll notice there might be some knots. Just be really careful because I can see your external jugular vein as well as your carotid artery right here, so I don't want to go anywhere near that. I'm just staying on the muscle. Okay, very good. Alright, let's move on to the other side. And just relax again. Good, just like that. And again, just a little bit of finger kneading. The side's really tense. And just using my knuckles and working down the muscle. You can see it's getting a little red, which is a good thing. It means we're bringing blood flow to the surface. Then we're encouraging it then to go back to the heart as you move down, just like that. And then I'm just going to move to the sternocleidomastoid again, and you can see that. Earlier it was really popping out, but now that you're relaxing into it, it's actually far less prominent. Which is very good. Again, being very careful where my hands are. There's also a lot of lymph tissue here. So we have the anterior cervical chain and the posterior cervical chain. And each of those chains have superficial and deep lymph nodes. So you can also offer a more gentle, just surface massage, and that'll help to allow lymph circulation to go back. Work its way down all the way back to the ducts, either the right lymphatic duct or the thoracic duct, that takes it back into the venous circulation. Return to the blood. So we can just sort of gently guide that along as well. Okay, great. Just going to give you a little bit of an ear massage. Ear massages I like to be really gentle. This is more sensory than anything else. It's not really for any particular benefit of any muscle or for anything like that, although arguably in traditional Chinese medicine there's a lot of auricular acupuncture, so that could be part of it. But I like to think of it as more of a relaxing sensory experience. I want to offer you a little bit of a Jade facial massage. Just a bit of a break before we begin the acupressure. And that helps it cool you off a little bit. So now we'll go ahead and start your acupressure. And the first point is a point that I use very often. It is governing vessel 20. So I'm going to find the little apices of your ear and go all the way up to the top of your head. Just going to hold the bottom of your chin just like that and apply some pressure. Now this point I've talked about a lot in the past. In Chinese it's called Bai Hui, which means 100 convergences or 100 meeting points. And that's what it does. All the yang channels come up here and meet at the very yang point of the entire body. And this point is an excellent point for calming the mind. And it works two ways. It can either bring yang down, ground the yang, which helps with anxiety and overthinking, or it can lift yang up and help with depression and sadness. So right now we're using it to ground yang, bring it back down so that we can have less mental restlessness and more peace of mind. And just switching my hands. This point's also great for people who have sleep disturbances, insomnia. It can really help to take away any overthinking and mental noise. So I invite you to use this point to ground yourself when you need to. Just moving in concentric circles. Very good. Next, we're going to do a point on the aperture PCOS. And this point, you start at the shoulder joint and work your way up, up, up until you find the highest peak. And this is gallbladder 21. Gallbladder 21 in Chinese is called Jinjing, which means the shoulder well. By applying pressure to this point, we are descending qi. And reducing tension, tightness in the shoulder. Great for people who take on a lot of burdens on their shoulders. We'll just release all of that right all the way down. Down through your toes and into the ground. Give you a little bit of break. Take a few deep breaths. And out. One more breath. And out. Now we're just going to go in a different direction. Envision any pressure you're putting on yourself, whether it's on your body or your mind or your soul, anything, just let it all disappear, let it all go away. We don't need to put so much pressure on ourselves. And I do this too all the time. In fact, recently I've been putting so much pressure on myself to be a better person, and I have trouble with hurting people's feelings, which I've done yesterday quite a bit actually, and I've realized Sometimes you just have to give yourself the room and the space to make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. We're human. There's no reason why we need to be perfect. It's not even possible. So why don't we allow ourselves to be imperfect and let go of all the pressure. I know, easier said than done, right? But we can keep it in mind and try our best to forgive ourselves and allow ourselves to make mistakes and learn from them. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You're doing just fine. And I'm proud of you. So the next point is conception vessel 17, and this one is known as Danzhong in Mandarin. So I'm going to go ahead and find your sternocmandibular joint, just right here, and that coincides with your second rib. And then we're going to move down to the second intercostal space, third rib, third intercostal, fourth rib, and fourth intercostal. Just double check that. First rib, second rib, third rib, fourth intercostal. Okay. So I'm just going to stay on the midline, right on the sternum, and just applying pressure right there. And this point, Danzhong, means the center of the chest. And this is such a perfect point for anxiety because oftentimes anxiety can manifest as tightness in the chest, as palpitations, and some fullness in the chest. It does for me a lot. And so this point just releases any of that tightness and pressure. Just lets it all go. Any stagnant chi, which can cause these emotional disturbances, we allow that to move smoothly. And you might feel some pain here as I press down, but it's normal. It's just acupressure points can feel a little achy at times. I'm going to press on it one more time, and as I press on it, take a deep breath in, and as I let go, I want you to exhale, okay? So breathe in, and exhale. Very good. Okay. And at this point, I'd like to offer you some light, if that's okay. Just want to offer light first to your heart center, and then we're going to move on to Yin Tang. Just holding my hand over the center of the chest, imagining this beautiful healing golden light penetrating through into your cells and further and further and further. Carrying with it all the necessities to completely heal anything that burdens you. Envisioning the light moving through that point in the chest, the danzhong points, all the way down through your back, through the table, through the floor, and down every single floor until it reaches the ground, and even further, into the core of the earth, and perhaps even out to the other side of the earth. The final point is none other than Yin Tang, which is synonymous with the third eye. So I'm just going to follow the eyebrows right to the center, and then just press. This point is such a perfect point for calming the mind, resting the heart, overall emotional well-being. It's used really often in acupuncture protocols. It makes sense because, well, depending on what you believe in, a lot of people believe that this is where our spiritual eye, the third eye, lies in the brain sand of the pineal gland. Nadia talks about this a lot in her video. So, in traditional Chinese medicine, it's also regarded as a great point for clearing the senses and calming the spirit. We can see now that there's a little indentation in there, but it'll go away. And again, just going to offer light as well. Just holding my hand up.